Welcome back to Spirit of the Outdoors. We fixing to go rake up some pine straw. I've been cutting grass. I have got everything cut. I'm trying to take today and do some tidying up over the yard. So let's go out here and rake some pine straw. I'll talk to you a little more about why I'm raking pine straw this time of year. I gotta check this mail. I'm supposed to have a package in here, and son, if it'll fit in the mailbox, look, you gotta take your fingernails and hang it and pull it out. That's a tank for a old Coleman lantern that I got hanging up in my shed. Oh. So y'all all right here behind me, I mowed the grass and I left this big brown spot because there was a lot of heavy pine straw falling. And that is odd for this time of the year. But I had noticed previously, a couple of weeks ago, so that pine tree looks like it's dying. Well, I got to noticing around throughout Mississippi, and a lot of pine trees, all the needles are turning brown. So I seen something on Facebook that, and I don't know how much truth there is to it, that there is a blight of some kind or a disease or something that is affecting millions of acres of pine trees. And they say, well, they're just gonna lose their leaves and they're gonna be all right. But a lot of people's panicking. So I don't know if the trees are gonna die or what's gonna happen, but I got some pine straw and I need to put some in my front flower bed up there. Is the plastic showing? There's some places that need it. So I'm gonna rake this up. I mowed everything and I left this. I'm gonna rake it up, and what I don't need in the flower bed, I'm gonna put in the chicken pen, and I'm gonna get all of that raked up because I need the pine straw, not really to clean the yard. Otherwise, I would have just run over it with a lawnmower. But then I've got some grass clippings that's pretty thick down here in an area, and I'm gonna rake that up and put it in the chicken pens. And the reason I'm doing that is I've had a huge fly problem. I mentioned that in another video. Well, after I strawed that chicken pen, it has gotten a lot better. Now, I have went and bought sticky tape, put it up. I have put up some fly traps. The fly traps don't seem to be trapping flies. I'm just going to be honest with you. I bought them at Lowe's. I may have to buy a different one. I don't know. But the sticky tape is working good. But I think straw in that helped a lot. And then I added some lime in the chicken pens, some granulated lime. But I'm gonna add some more pine straw. I think the pine straw helped tremendously just to keep them chicken pens from getting wet and nasty. But now it's not solely that. Everywhere I go, I've found out there's a lot of other people dealing with a lot of flies this year. So anyway, we're gonna rake this pine straw up and then load it in the back of this buggy and put it in the yard. So I got my rake and my pitchfork. See if we can get started. I got a little boy that has forevermore scattered his toys all over it. I imagine I'm just gonna have enough pine straw right there to do this one flower bed, I feel like. He has rearranged my blocks and everything. Well, we got all that cleaned up. I don't really think I have enough pine straw to finish the yard, so probably gonna go look for some elsewhere, finish filling this up so we can finish that bed. Well, that sure does look a whole lot better out in there now. I've been needing to do some of this for a while. It just keeps getting put off. But since the fish won't bite, I might as well work the yard. Oh, go get some grass clippings. Let's go get some grass clippings to put in the chicken pen. Right here, as I was cutting grass, I left a whole bunch of grass clippings piled up. I blowed some of them up the edge of these honeysuckles. Probably have to pick this up with the rake. I'm just gonna put this in some of them chicken pens. They can eat some of it while it's green, but they ain't gonna eat no lot of it. There's a good bit of it right through this area. It's about to get too hot to be out here raking stuff. But I gotta do something today, huh? Need to be working on knives. I ain't getting a lot of this, but there was a bunch of it piled up right here in one spot, and I said, well, I could put it in some of them chicken pens, help out a little bit. I figured this right here would be easy to get. Well, I don't know which pens I need to put it in the worst. Let's throw a handful in every one of them. How about that? It'll be a start. pull this mess up. They might eat that. I got little plum trees coming up right there. Probably need to put it all in one and then eventually just do them all. I think that's what I'll do. And you can pile that stuff up in a chicken pen. I promise you, they'll level it out for you. Roscoe, where you been? He didn't ride with me that last trip. I think he tuckered out. All right, I'm done with that. Next thing I need to do here in a little while is plow the garden or till it. My potatoes down there look really good, except they got a lot of grass coming up in them. So I don't know, I need to look around and see if I need to till them or plow them with a tractor. I had some corn I planted that didn't come up, some shoe peg corn, but I knew there was weevils got in part of it, but I wasn't sure that it'd eat all of it up. But after it ain't come up, I'm certain it'd eat all of it up. So I think a weevil actually, somebody I saw said it hatched out inside the corn some way or another, and it was in there, so it ain't like it wasn't in the corn and it got in there, it started it, so most likely it was in all of it. I don't really know a lot about weevils. I know what they are, and I know when they get in something, they eat it up and ruin it. So I either got to replant corn. I may plant some peas down there. I usually don't like to plant peas last 1st of May. My dad's got about 5 or 6 rows of peas up, and I've got 2 rows of peas up, and I got 4 rows of corn up, but I got a few things I'm gonna have to replant. A lot of my zucchinis and stuff didn't come up, so I may run the plow back down that row and replant some of that stuff. I'm gonna look at it and see. I'll get back with y'all here shortly. I'm gonna go get me a bottle of water, I believe. Well, y'all, I didn't make it out here yesterday evening to work in the garden. The tomatoes are doing well. I need to till or plow or something, but it rained last night, so now I've got to let stuff dry out. My squash and stuff, I've got my squash plants came up, but my zucchinis and some of my other stuff did not come up. I'm gonna have to replant that. My rattlesnake pole beans, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5, 6, 7, about 8 plants out of a whole row. So I'm gonna have to go in and replant all of that. 4 rows of corn's up good. The sweet corn come up good. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows down there planted of, I planted 2 rows right here of peas, zipper cream, and they didn't come up either. So I don't know what happened, y'all. I have struggled to get some stuff to come up this year. But I will tell y'all this. The potatoes are absolutely killing it over here. They need tilling bad. I have got to get a push tiller. I thought about trying to plow them. Look at here. I mean, the potatoes is doing it. But I have got to work them. I really need a walk behind tiller. I can go get my dad's tiller and till all of that. My little tiller I've got over here, once that grass gets heavy, it won't hardly do it. I need to fix my big tiller, but I have not had time to work on it. And Roscoe, I believe he done found him something to eat over in the bushes. We throw scraps in this little strip of woods a lot. Possums and all that kind of stuff find it. So anyway, I was just gonna make a conclusion to this video. The lettuce is up, some spinach is up, and so I ain't gardening hard and heavy this year. A lot of other stuff going on. Thank y'all for watching Spirit of the Outdoors. Remember, the best way to do things, the way you like to do it. We'll see y'all. Y'all have a good one.